Hey team, Tara here. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about sharing your story. And this is something that I have kind of struggled with over the last few years. I know what my story is, but putting it out there sometimes can be scary. As coaches, one of the single most important things that we should be doing and that we can do to be able to get people interested in the business and to be able to bring people into our challenge groups is to share our story. And there are times when you can share it all at once. There are times when you can share just little snippets. But sharing our story on a regular basis and our struggles and what we go through is the most important way to be able to get out what we do. That's part of the sharing process. We have this amazing product that makes us feel fantastic every single day with Shakeology, and we're doing our workouts, and by not telling people how we feel and how it benefits us, they have no clue, because they can't relate to that. They may see a picture of you working out. They may see a picture of your lunch. They may see a picture of you with your shake. And, that's all fine and good. They're seeing that you're doing it. But what does that mean? What does that mean to them? How can they relate to you holding this cup? So I just want to go through a couple of pointers of how you can create your story to be able to share it and be comfortable sharing it. And it's just a series of questions that we basically just need to answer and then kind of come up with this 90-second little spiel, if you will, so that, if you just happen to strike up a conversation at your kids' basketball practice, or you're sitting at the pool this summer, or you're in line at the grocery store. Random people ask you, what do you do, all the time? What do you tell them? Do you tell them what you do for your full-time job? I used to do that. Now I tell them that I'm a health and fitness coach. And I was telling people when they asked, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach. I stopped doing that. And then I started telling them I'm a health and fitness coach. And now I just tell them I help people change their lives. And it strikes up a conversation. They're like, you do? How do you do that? And then I'm able to share a little bit about my story. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of pointers here of how you can create your story. And then I have a couple of different versions of my story, but I will read to you, my story as well, so you can get an idea of how this works. So the most important thing is our story, as I said. So question number one is, what was your background before Beachbody? Who were you? What were you doing? And think about that time of why you started doing Beachbody workouts. This is my answer to that question. Before Beachbody, I was uncomfortable in my own skin. My clothes didn't fit right. I was eating ridiculously. I think I was eating like I was still in college. And I was really frustrated that I couldn't drop the baby weight. My youngest was 1 year old, and I was still carrying around that extra 20 pounds of baby weight that just wouldn't go anywhere. And I was frustrated, and I really wanted to find some sort of quick fix or a magic pill or something to just make it go away. So there's my answer to what was my background before Beachbody. Question number two is, what didn't you like about it? Well, I kind of already told you. I didn't like how I felt. My clothes didn't fit right. I was uncomfortable in my own skin, and I wish that there was a quick fix. So that kind of, the first two questions kind of get interspersed together. And then question number three is where the magic can come in. Question number three is, what was the solution? So for me, the solution was, my sister told me about a workout I could do from home, and I was really skeptical because I had never stuck with anything in the past. I was a chronic starter and stopper when it came to working out. I'd go for about a week and then I got tired, didn't see any results, so I'd stop. So I knew I had never stuck with anything in the past, and but then I had a coach, and my coach answered all my questions, and then I was able to start doing the program, and in just 2 weeks I was already able to see results, and I was hooked. And working out at home was really convenient for me, so that worked. So there's the solution. Number 4 is where you get to tell them what it's done for you. So it's, what are your results so far, or how do you feel about your future now that you're here? So this can go a couple of different ways. Maybe you're just getting started and you're like, I don't have a story yet. I haven't done anything. I haven't lost any weight. I haven't made any money in my business. I haven't. This is where you can kind of craft this to say, you know, I just started this program, and, you know, I'm really loving the convenience of being able to work out in my basement every day, and I don't have to fight the traffic to get to the gym. Or maybe, you know, with your business, it's, you know, I really love that there is the potential for me to be able to earn an additional income stream for my family so that we're able to take more vacations, I'm able to pay off my credit card, or, you know, whatever that is. So talk about it like it's going to happen. Talk about it like it's going to come. So, and then and I'll read you my whole story in just a second. So then the next part at the end, when you've gone through all of that, this is where we all kind of miss when it comes to telling our story. And this is where, you know, you could be talking to, you know, your grandmother or your aunt or somebody you have, you know, who doesn't even care about fitness, where you're kind of like, well, how am I gonna, you know, maybe they're on your list and you're like, well, I know that person's never gonna buy anything from me. They have no interest in it. But this is the magic question. You ask them, do you know anyone who would like, or do you know anyone who could benefit from doing workouts at home and losing an extra 20 pounds like I did? Or do you know anybody who could benefit from earning an extra income in their spare time and while they work on themselves like I do? So any number of ways, but it's that question of, you got to ask, who do you know who could benefit from learning to control their portions and finding a better way to eat like I did? It takes the pressure off of them, and, you know, you never know. They might be like, hey, me, I want to learn how to do that. So you got to ask the question. So let me read you my story that I put all together, and it takes less than 90 seconds. So before Beachbody, I was uncomfortable in my own skin. Nothing fit right. My eating habits were terrible. I hated that I was unable to drop the baby weight, and I wish that there was a quick fix. Then my sister told me about a workout I could do from home. I was really skeptical because I knew I had never stuck with anything in the past. I was assigned a coach, and she totally kept me motivated and answered all of my questions along the way. In just 2 weeks, I was already seeing results, and that was just the beginning. I went on to drop 20 pounds and over 37 total inches in just 90 days. I was totally hooked. That was 5 years ago, and since then, I have done many more fitness programs, all at home. It's so convenient. I love not having to sit in traffic to go to the gym, and it works for me. I also decided to become a coach myself so that I can help inspire and motivate others just like my coach did for me. I feel amazing. I'm stronger. I'm healthier. I'm much more confident. And the extra income I make in my spare time building my own business at home helps towards our bills and boosts our savings. Life is so different now, and I absolutely love it. Do you know anyone who could benefit from doing time-saving workouts at home, or maybe benefit from an extra income while they work on themselves like I do? So that's how you kind of throw that all together. And I realize, you know, you kind of have to tweak it and get it to go the way you need it to go. Maybe you don't give that whole blurb out when somebody asks you. But the key ingredients to that little spiel are what has it done for you? How have you changed? And then asking that question. And remember to, you know, put in there how you feel, because people relate to feelings. People relate to the fact that, you know, that you struggled to lose the baby weight. People, they're like, oh yeah, me too. You want people to be listening to you and go, yeah, you know, I really struggle with trying to eat the right stuff too. Or, yeah, those home workouts, they don't work for me. Or, you know, the home business thing. I ain't got time for that. So kind of tweak it, and you can kind of build two separate stories if you want to. I kind of lumped it, the coaching aspect and the fitness story aspect, all into one. But you could craft a mini story for each product. You could craft a mini story for your workout. You could craft a mini story for your business. You could craft a mini story for your Shakeology. So I encourage you to come up with something. And those of you that are team builders, that are looking to build a team so that you can really get a residual income and really build your income, I would encourage you to talk more about the business opportunity than the fitness aspects. Talk about how you are working on yourself with your own fitness while you're able to help inspire others. Talk to the business opportunity, because you're going to attract people to you with what you're talking about the most. So if your posts are more about workouts and more about inviting into challenge groups and that sort of thing, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, you know, you're going to be drawing more people into the challenge groups, which is great. We want that. But if you want to start attracting people into the business and the business side of things, start talking about, you know, why did you become a coach? Start posting about, you know, maybe you're not even earning a check right now, but, you know, what does coaching do? Why did you become a coach? You're working on yourself. You get to help other people. You're learning so much more about yourself. Talk about the business aspect of things. So any questions you may have, please feel free to post them below. Happy to get back to you. But hopefully this has helped, and get out there, practice telling your story, practice it in the mirror, practice it on friends, record your story on a video like this, and, you know, do what you got to do, but get out there and tell your story. You got to share it. There are so many people out there that can relate to you and that need our help. Don't keep it to yourself. This is magic. We got to keep sharing it, guys. So, all right, there we go. I've talked on long enough, so hope you're enjoying your day. And, yeah, get out there and share. Talk to you later.